In this video, I'm going to describe how we can make the HTTP connector component work, both with a GET and with a POST. Just to set the scene a little bit, I'm going to go to this URL where CDyn provides some publicly accessible web services, and this gives us a nice example to play with. So if we go to this URL, we're presented with three possible web service methods, and we're going to look at the get city forecast by zip. And within this, first of all, we can actually play around with it. So I can enter a zip code, and then you can see it's returning the response XML. Let's close that back down. That was actually used the POST protocol. And underneath we've got the protocols that are supported by this get city forecast by zip method. So at the top we've got the SOAP call, 1.1 SOAP. Then lower down we got SOAP 1.2. It's the one we're actually going to use in the next later on example. And then we've got the HTTP GET, and here we can see the URL that we'd need to post to. Well, that's the back end of the URL after this. And then finally there's a post at the bottom. So the underneath at the top you can see the request, and underneath the response, and the in general here the response data is exactly the same for all four of these, with the exception that the SOAP ones come obviously in a SOAP envelope. So anyway, we're going to concentrate here on the get and the post. So let's go back to into Clover, and this graph here is showing also the SOAP call, but I'm going to look at that in the next video. So here we've got the get. Let's double click on that to bring up the properties, and here is that same URL that we saw. I've stuck the zip code onto the end here, the zip parameter. We then set the request method, which is in this case is a get, and I'm specifying an output file, getResult.xml. That's it. So if we run this graph, I've already run it in fact, but we'll just look at the getResult.xml here in data out, and we can take a look at the data that's come back. There it is, getResult.xml, and here it is there in source format, and I can click on this, and then we can see the nicely formatted into a tree view. There we are. So we've got the basic data, city, state, and here you can see we've got 7 days of forecast data. So here's the, if we look at the third day from now, temperatures, morning low 58, daytime high 87. If we now take a look at the post, it's virtually the same. The URL is different. We don't have a query, sort of parameters in the end of the query string. The request method is post, and here I'm actually going to provide the request content in this field here, so I can actually type in the request content. I could add header properties, so if I needed to specify some headers, I can do that here. The next, the SOAP example actually uses that, so we can XML encode the header, but this post doesn't require it. The SOAP example also shows how we can pass data in via a port, and once we've run the SOAP call, how we can pass the response XML out to the output port.